Good afternoon, and welcome to the inauguration of Husson University's president, Lynne Coy-Ogan. My name is Dr. Victor Brown, and it is my privilege to serve as the new Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost for the university. I am pleased to welcome you all to the Gracie Theatre as we install our 7th president and first female CEO in Husson's 126 years history. Please give her a round of applause. I also want to welcome Husson students who are watching this ceremony in the Furman Student Center and everyone who has tuned in via the live stream. Today is a momentous occasion for our university as we inaugurate President Lynne Coy-Ogan. She is the first female to serve as president and CEO of this great institution. Husson education is transformative, unlocking opportunities and broadening horizons. Within a year of graduation, 92% of Husson students are either employed or pursuing graduate studies. They recognize the profound impact that career-focused education at Husson has on their lives. President Coy-Ogan embodies this as well. She often speaks about the transformative nature of education and how mentors have helped her surpass her own expectations. As president, she is building a strong partnership with our community and creating new opportunities locally. As a university, we have a responsibility to prepare future professionals for careers that will foster community growth and development. I am thrilled to be a part of that mission. I'm glad to see all of you here today to support President Coy-Ogan during our inauguration. I also want to express my sincere gratitude to our former Husson presidents, Robert Clark and Bill Beardsley, for joining us. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. I would like to recognize the Platform Party, guest speaker and U.S. Senator for the state of Maine, the Honorable Susan Collins, Husson University President Lynne Coy-Ogan, our husband, Captain Robert Hogan, Husson University Board of Trustee Chair Dan Hutchins, Dr. William Forbes, Student Government Association President Lucy Stone, Husson University alumni Amy Clark, and Husson University Faculty President Mike Knapp. I would also like to recognize all the representatives from our partner colleges and universities who are here to celebrate this significant moment in Husson's history. This includes University of Maine System Chancellor Danelle Malloy, Thomas College President Laurie LaChance and President-elect Janine Uzi, St. Joseph's College of Maine President Joseph L. Cassidy, and Eastern Maine Community College President Elizabeth Russell. Will all the representatives from our partner colleges and universities please stand and be recognized? We have many past, present, and emerita members of our Board of Trustees in our audience today as well. Your dedication, support, and thoughtful stewardship of our institution is greatly appreciated. Please stand and be recognized. family, friends, delegates, colleagues, and students, welcome one and all. Today we will celebrate with presidential inauguration traditions that have been passed down throughout the centuries, including an invocation, greetings, and best wishes from individuals representing our Husson community, an investiture and remarks from guest speaker Susan Collins and our own President Coy-Ogan. To start, I invite everyone to stand, if you're able to, for the national anthem of the United States. It will be performed by our very own Ashley Blaze, a student from Husson University's New England School of Communications.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. Would you join me in prayer? Dear God, we thank you for the rich traditions here at Husson University. We're thankful for Dr. Coy-Ogan's willingness to serve, and we ask you to give her clear guidance and great wisdom as she goes about the important work that she's setting out to do. We're grateful for her talent, for her energy, and for her devout faith in you. We pray that through her work, Husson University will prosper and train students who will improve the lives of many, many people. We ask your greatest blessing on the administration, on the faculty, and especially on the students under the capable leadership of President Coy-Ogan. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lucy Stone, and I'm a student in the School of Legal Studies, an active member of the campus community, and the current president of the Husson University Student Government. I am happy to be here today as a representative for all Husson students across the College of Health and Pharmacy, the College of Business, the College of Science and Humanities, and the online division. President Coy-Ogan, as president of the student body of Husson University, I am honored to formally welcome you to your presidency. We, the students of Husson, are confident that you are the right leader at the right time for Husson to lead our institution forward to great success. I am so pleased to be able to say a few words about what President Coy-Ogan means to students and myself. On a personal level, I've had the honor to have many interactions with her through my work as the Board Trustee, Student Government President, Treasurer of the Women in Business Club, and more. She is an accessible leader who is warm, open, and willing to talk to everyone. One memorable conversation I had with her came at lunch one day, when I was sitting alone and on my phone in the Dickerman Dining Commons, as so many of us do. President Coy-Ogan walked up and asked if I would mind her sitting with me. Well, of course not. I agreed and we had lunch together. Over the course of that meal, we discussed where Husson is headed, how Husson can get there, and the overall picture of higher education in this moment when higher education is facing unprecedented challenges of a demographic decline. It was an enlightening and interesting conversation that showed me the depth of President Coy-Ogan's knowledge of both higher education and of lower education. But more than that, it was an indicator of how President Coy-Ogan is as a leader: open, knowledgeable, friendly, thoughtful, and kind. President Coy-Ogan is also a great speaker and role model for our students. Last year, Husson's first Women in Business conference, she gave a memorable speech about her experiences as a woman in the workplace, not just as an overall worker, but as a person who has surrounded herself with knowledgeable colleagues and mentors and listened deeply to their advice throughout her career. She has worked hard to get where she is, and she inspires me and all Husson students to do the same. It's heartening to see this remarkable woman breaking the proverbial glass ceiling here by becoming Husson's first ever woman president and CEO. What an example of perseverance and hard work for all of us. President Coy-Ogan, your willingness to engage with the student body and show up for students has impressed the Husson student body. We already knew you are a passionate, hardworking, compassionate leader who cares about students succeeding in and out of the classroom. But since you've become president, we've also seen the power of a visible leader who is available, accessible, and willing to engage with us. Thank you. President Coy-Ogan, congratulations on your investiture and inauguration. On behalf of the student body, I wish you all the best as the 7th president of Husson University.
Good afternoon. It is my distinct honor and privilege as president of the Husson Alumni Association to stand before you today and welcome President Lynne Coy-Ogan. On behalf of all Husson alumni, we are excited to have you leaving our university into its next chapter. President Coy-Ogan is no stranger to us. For the past 15 years, she has served Husson University with unwavering dedication as provost and senior vice president for academic affairs. Prior to that, she spent 5 years as the dean of School of Education. Her extensive experience and deep-rooted commitment to our institution have provided her with invaluable insights that few others possess. Over the last 2 decades, Dr. Coy-Ogan has touched the lives of countless students and alumni, myself included. Several years ago, we stood on another stage together, and I had the privilege of being hooded by then Provost Coy-Ogan when I earned my MBA. I'm sure that neither of us expected we would be here all these years later in this position today, celebrating not only her new role, but the historic milestone of her becoming the first female president and CEO of Husson University. Dr. Coy-Ogan's leadership, vision, and passion for education have been instrumental in shaping the academic journey of many. As alumni, we are confident that under her leadership, Husson University will continue to thrive and reach new heights. We look forward to the exciting future that lies ahead, knowing that our alma mater is in capable and caring hands. President Coy-Ogan, on behalf of all Husson alumni, I extend our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes as you embark on this new chapter. We are proud to have you lead us, and we stand ready to support you in every way possible. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Knupp, and I'm the director of the School of Technology and Innovation and assistant professor in the College of Business. As the president of Husson's Faculty Forum, it is my great honor to welcome Lynne Coy-Ogan from my fellow faculty members as she assumes her new role of president. From my first days at Husson in 2010, Lynne Coy-Ogan has always been just Lynne to the faculty. As provost, this simple gesture created a sense of approachability. While there was never any doubt of her leadership and role at the university, her welcoming, student-focused approach is something our faculty greatly appreciates. Having served in multiple leadership roles as part of the Husson community for 2 decades, President Coy-Ogan is now uniquely prepared to take on the unprecedented challenges our university is facing in her role as president. She brings both stability and thoughtful decision-making to the office. My fellow faculty members and I are committed to the educational process and our roles in giving students the best experiences possible to prepare them for their careers of tomorrow. President Coy-Ogan shares this commitment and strives each day to be part of the solution, to listen and to lead with integrity and optimism. We appreciate her willingness to allow stakeholders at the university, including faculty, to have a voice in the process, and we value her commitment and dedication to fostering a supportive and collaborative environment that empowers individuals, strengthens teams, and uplifts our entire community. President Coy-Ogan's professional background and personal passions align with the faculty's commitment to students, both in the classroom and with experiential learning. She has supported and encouraged growth and change in an effort to expand and evolve the Husson experience. Every day, she works actively to create an even better Husson community that incorporates all departments with a clear focus on what is best for our students. Her commitment to campus communications has shown that she has truly listened and is actively working to improve discourse between the executive office, faculty, and staff. Lynn, we are so glad you are Husson's 7th president. It is my great honor and privilege to stand on the stage on behalf of my fellow faculty members and congratulate you on your presidency and state that we are here to work with you towards a Husson of tomorrow. Thank you.
And I serve as the Associate Vice President of our Safety and Security team. I am proud and humbled to stand before you representing Husson's dedicated staff who work around the clock to support our students and promote a rewarding and memorable student experience. Today marks a pivotal moment in the history of Husson University as we welcome President Lynne Coy-Ogan as our 7th president. On behalf of the entire staff, I want to express our heartfelt congratulations and unwavering support as she embarks on this exciting journey of leadership. President Coy-Ogan, your reputation as an advocate for student success, academic excellence, and community engagement has preceded you. For years, we have observed and noted your support for all aspects of our community through your personal engagement, thoughtful decision-making, and your commitment to being present. Not just when it's easy, but just as importantly when it's not. There's an expression that leadership may be seen in the boardroom, but it's measured in the trenches. Those trenches are often where the staff is at their best, working behind the scenes to clean and maintain Husson's beautiful facilities, recruiting and supporting our students, keeping our community safe, or providing the technology that is the lifeblood of any organization. You have demonstrated that you recognize and appreciate this when you have shown up and stepped up, time and time again, to lead through crisis, reach into your own pocket to help a student in their time of need, or support an employee who didn't know where to turn. Several years ago, there was a young Husson employee who was in the local emergency room after a workplace injury on campus. The employee was understandably concerned about his health, but overwhelmed by the high quote for the required course of treatment. He reached out for help, and in the middle of the night, you walked in, pulled out your own credit card, and made it clear that the only thing that mattered right now was the health of your employee. Over the years, you may have long forgotten that night, but trust me when I say that the staff certainly remembers your caring and kindness. You recognize the leadership is not just about guiding the institution, it's about inspiring each of us to be our best selves. We stand with you, eager to support, collaborate, and help realize your goals for the university. Together, we will continue to promote a positive, supportive environment that empowers our students and serves our broader community. Husson University has long been a place where ambition meets opportunity, where students from diverse backgrounds come to learn, grow, and realize their potential. This is not just a campus, it's a community, a place of belonging and transformation. Your commitment to fostering this inclusive and collaborative environment inspires us all. and we are ready to contribute our skills, passion, and dedication to advancing the mission of this great institution. Once again, congratulations, President Coy-Ogan. As you step into this role, we pledge to work hand in hand with you to maintain and enhance the special qualities for which Husson is known. We are excited about the university's future under your leadership, and we look forward to working with you to build an even brighter tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. In 1896, local piano teacher and composer Abby Garland established an orchestra in Bangor. Today, the Bangor Symphony Orchestra is credited as one of the oldest continuous operating orchestras in the United States. Additionally, in 1896, Frank L. Shaw of Portland, Maine, opened a second campus location of his popular Shaw Business College and School of Penmanship in Bangor. That business school is now known as Husson University. It seemed only appropriate to invite 4 of the talented musicians from the orchestra to join us today for this special and memorable occasion. The quartet will be playing a piece of music beloved by President Coy-Ogan's late mother, Pachelbel's Canon in D. Please join me in welcoming the Bangor Symphony Orchestra Quartet.
Good afternoon. My name is Dan Hutchins, and I have the great honor of being the chair of the University Board of Trustees. On behalf of my fellow board members, thank you to our guests, faculty, staff, students, and alumni for being here today to honor and celebrate the inauguration of our 7th and first woman president, Dr. Lynne Coy-Ogan. There is no more important responsibility that rests with the Board of Trustees than selecting the president of the university. That is because the future direction and success of the university is driven by its president. During our recent selection process, I personally felt a tremendous sense of responsibility and, yes, some real pressure. However, after the board unanimously and enthusiastically voted to elect President Coy-Ogan, I felt incredibly hopeful, confident, optimistic about the future the university will have and the one that we all love. You might ask, why did I have such emotions? The simple answer is, I knew we had elected a strong leader who had a deep passion for Husson, its mission, and its future success. Another question you might ask is, how did I know we had elected the right person? I've had the good fortune over my career of working with and learning from some of the great leaders in Maine, people like Leon Gorman, CEO of LL Bean, and David Flanagan, CEO of Central Maine Power. My experience with these and other leaders has led me to conclude that good leaders have core skills including decisive decision-making, problem-solving abilities, a positive attitude, and strong communication skills. President Coy-Ogan has all of these leadership skills. I'd like to share a few examples of how President Coy-Ogan exemplifies these qualities. As the COVID-19 pandemic came upon us in March of 2020, Provost Coy-Ogan led the university's effort to transition all classes to an online format in less than 10 days, a true demonstration of her problem-solving skills. Since assuming the role of president, Dr. Coy-Ogan has sent weekly message to the Husson community, keeping them informed of important university matters during these first few months of her presidency, a great demonstration of her communication skills. However, great leaders demonstrate other important skills, such as integrity, empathy, unwavering passion for the mission, and vision. This is where President Coy-Ogan excels, and the reason why I know she will lead Husson to great success. In a recent interview, President Coy-Ogan was asked what she considered the most important core values of a leader. She responded, integrity, respect, mentorship, and creativity. I have personally witnessed those core values of hers in action during my 9 years as a board member and observed the positive impact she has had on our students' success. After assuming the role of president, Dr. Coy-Ogan's first priority was holding many campus listening sessions to hear and understand the thoughts and needs of our staff, faculty, and students. This is a true testament to her commitment to connecting with and having empathy for the thoughts and needs of others. President Coy-Ogan has spent the last 20 years getting up every day with a focus and passion to transform student lives. As provost, she was responsible for guiding over 10,000 students to the graduation stage and onto successful professional careers. As president, she has accepted the responsibility to lead Husson during the most challenging period higher education has ever faced. I can't think of anyone more passionate about the mission of Husson University than President Coy-Ogan. These are challenging times for higher education, and meeting these challenges will require great vision and some risk. An example of President Coy-Ogan's vision was her leadership in expanding our online program. In early 2021, as the enrollment challenges of COVID-19 were negatively impacting Husson and all other institutions, I brainstormed strategies to offset these trends with then Provost Coy-Ogan, and our CFO. I suggested we needed a strategy to increase revenue by $10 million. At the time, I believed this was a super stretch goal. As Lynne described it, she had several sleepless nights and then came back with a bold idea to invest in and expand our online programming. Well, as of today, our online programming has students in all 50 states and is expected to generate nearly $11 million in revenue this fiscal year. President Coy-Ogan is a leader with vision and a willingness to take some risks. For these and many other reasons, I and the board are very confident that President Coy-Ogan will be the next great leader of Husson University, ensuring we continue to transform student lives, prepare our students for successful professional careers, and provide great value to our graduates. Lynne, one thing I really look forward to is in the future is to add your name to the list of great Maine leaders that I've had the honor and the privilege to work with and learn from. Thank you, President Coy-Ogan, for all you have done for Husson University. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we look forward to working with you as the strong, capable, thoughtful CEO of this great university. Husson's best days are in our future. Now it is my distinct privilege to introduce you to our guest speaker for inauguration, the Honorable Susan M. Collins, the United States Senator from Maine. Senator Collins has distinguished herself on Capitol Hill as the Vice Chairman of the Senate Appropriations Committee. Since 2001, when Congress reinstituted congressional direct spending, Senator Collins has successfully advocated for more than $500 million for 285 Maine projects that will promote job creation, workforce training, and economic development, expand access to health care, improve public safety, infrastructure, and community resources, and protect our environment. That includes nearly $1 million earlier this year in federal funding for Husson to purchase equipment and technology to advance STEM education and expand our experiential learning capabilities. Senator Collins also serves as the ranking member of the Defense Appropriation Subcommittee, which oversees and sets the annual budget for the Department of Defense. She received the Distinguished Citizens Award from the Congressional Medal of Honor Society for her work to support veterans, as well as the highest public service award from the Secretary of the Navy for her tireless advocacy for shipbuilding programs. She is also the 15th person to ever receive the prestigious 2023 Naval Heritage Award, which is awarded to Americans who have significantly supported the nation's sea service. But here at Husson, we know her best as the first executive director of the university's Richard E. Dyke Center for Family Business, a position she served in from 1994 to 1996 when she announced her candidacy for the U.S. Senate. Senator Collins was born and raised in Caribou, Maine, where her family runs a sixth-generation lumber business founded by her ancestors in 1844. A Phi Beta Kappa graduate of St. Lawrence University, she is married to Thomas A. Daffron and resides here in the Queen City of the East. We are so pleased and honored to have Senator Susan Collins here today as our guest speaker for the inauguration of President Lynne Coy-Ogan. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. What a nice introduction. You can follow me around the stage if you'd like. Students, trustees, faculty, staff, and alumni, I can't tell you how delighted I am to join you in this celebration of the inauguration of Dr. Lynne Coy-Ogan as the 7th president of Husson University. Lynne is an outstanding educator, a visionary leader, and a good friend. I commend the Board of Trustees for what the chairman just described as their excellent, enthusiastic, and unanimous choice. Filling this vital position from within speaks volumes about the dedicated leadership team here at Husson. For more than 125 years, this school has been blessed with great leaders, beginning with Chesley Husson. When I became the first executive director of the Center for Family Business in 1994, I had the wonderful opportunity to work with Bill Beardsley. I've seen Bill here today. He was an inspirational, creative leader who was always looking for new programs to enrich the experience for our students. As a senator, I've also enjoyed working with Bob Clark. Bob had so many initiatives to advance the Husson mission of responding to the needs, recognizing opportunities, and delivering real value to your students. My point is that each president of Husson, whom I've known, has helped this university grow and meet the needs of students and our state in a changing and challenging economy. How lucky we are to have Lynne taking the helm. She is ideally suited to carry on that great tradition. From serving as principal at Bangor's Fruit Street School to a nearly 20-year career here at Husson as dean, provost, and vice president, Lynne has dedicated her life to education because she cares so much about our students. As a Maine native, she's also devoted to our state and its people. As the first woman to hold this position, she is a role model and an inspiration for so many young girls growing up and students at Husson. In an interview shortly after she was named president, Lynne was asked about her hopes for the future of the university. Her answer touched upon many of the themes that guide this remarkable school, such as experiential learning, innovative technologies, and market-responsive programs, looking out there, seeing where the jobs of the future are, and making sure that Husson is ready to meet those challenges. One word that came up throughout her response was focus. I have never known a school, a faculty, or a student body more focused on preparing for professional careers post-college. Husson truly is unusual in its dedication to this aspiration and its clear sense of purpose. It is a quality I saw every day during my time here. It is a quality that I see every time I visit the campus, whether I'm speaking at a commencement or public affairs forum or taking part in a groundbreaking or ribbon-cutting celebration. It is a quality that I know will be enhanced under Lynne's leadership. As I travel throughout Maine and across the nation, I find Husson alumni from every walk of life who possess an invaluable sense of self-worth. Derived from Chesley Husson's initials, the school's motto of character and humility is an enduring reminder of the values that will guide graduates throughout their professional and personal lives. Those two words, character and humility, also perfectly describe our new president. It may seem quaint and old-fashioned to remember back to those students of 1898 taking courses in shorthand and telegraphy, but it's important to remember that those were the cutting-edge technologies of their day. Today, it's microprocessors, neurobiology, and commerce in a global economy. We cannot even imagine what the cutting-edge technologies of tomorrow will be, but we can be certain that under Lynne's leadership, they will be taught right here at Husson University. Indeed, I can think of no one better suited to lead Husson into the future than President Lynne Coy-Ogan. Congratulations, my friend, and thank you for your great service to this wonderful school and our terrific state. Husson is truly blessed to have you as its leader. Thank you so much for allowing me to share in this very special day. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Coy-Ogan's husband, Captain Robert Ogan, to join me for the presentation of Husson University's Presidential Medallion.
What a privilege to be standing before you today as the 7th president of Husson University. I am humbled to lead this venerable institution into the future as we forge the University of tomorrow. Thank you so much, Chairman Hutchins. I am extremely grateful to you and to the entire Board of Trustees for placing your trust in me as the next leader of Husson University. I'm also appreciative of your confidence and your partnership. Thank you to Lucy Stone, Amy Clark, Dr. Michael Knupp, Chris Groton, and Provost Brown for your heartfelt and kind words in welcoming me to this role. And thank you to Ashley Blaze. Your talent is inspirational. To Dr. William Forbes, who was a cherished friend of my parents for decades, and to the talented musicians from the Bangor Symphony Orchestra. My mother would have loved that song. and for the Anna Highlanders Bagpipers for your support during this event. When they play the music at graduation every year, I find it so memorable. And I'm especially humbled that the Honorable Susan Collins is here with us today to participate in the inauguration, and I find you to be an incredibly inspirational leader for Maine and for the rest of women across the country. A special thank you goes to the Inauguration Committee, chaired by my talented and long-term Executive Administrative Assistant, Chris Verhar, along with all who have volunteered their ideas to make this week of inauguration events both seamless and very memorable. I also want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the staff of Husson University across many departments, to those who have worked diligently to ready our campus for this week's festivities. Your dedication and hard work are greatly appreciated. Dignitaries, colleagues, friends, family members, and mentors, thank you for continuing to inspire and guide me as I embark upon this challenging, exciting new chapter as Husson's 7th president. Your support means a great deal. I would also like to take a moment to remember my parents, who both passed away just over a year ago. How they would have loved to have been part of this week's inaugural events. Their love and support remains a guiding force in my life. And finally, thank you to my husband, Bob, and our daughters, Abby and Sarah, as well as our son-in-law, Luke, for your continued support, your willingness to show up to many events, and to your love. As I told you when I first considered accepting this role as president, this is a family affair, and so I'm so grateful to have you here with me. What a week this has been. Across campus, we have gathered, celebrated, shared, and prepared. And now we are here today at the symbolic start of a new chapter in Husson's history. For more than 126 years, Husson has changed lives by providing education that has prepared over 25,000 students for the rigors of the workforce. We believe in learning by doing, with a commitment to experiential learning that goes well beyond many other institutions. In our Simulation Education Center, the New England School of Communications facilities, the IEX Center, our Forensics Lab, and in so many other of our educational spaces, our students are gaining hands-on experience while pursuing their college degree. In preparing for today, I was drawn to the vision of the Husson leaders that have come before me. From the past, we can learn so much. Partnership, leadership, vision, trust, passion. These are some of the qualities of the previous 6 presidents, each leaving an indelible mark on Husson. Chesley Husson came to Bangor from Massachusetts, where he was the oldest of 9 in a family that struggled during the Great Depression. After earning his degree from the University of Maine, he spent his entire professional career shaping and transforming Husson, from the Bangor School of Commerce into Husson College. Under his leadership for nearly a half-century, Husson evolved from a vocationally focused commercial school into an accredited, specialized institution of higher education that granted both associate and baccalaureate degrees in business studies. It was Chesley Husson who envisioned our university built around a circle here in Bangor. He began gathering parcels of land and led that vision to build buildings here on campus. The Husson of today, now featuring many more buildings, looks remarkably similar to what he imagined during his presidency. Bill Beardsley navigated Husson College through some of its greatest financial trials. President Beardsley was determined to ensure that our institution went forth successfully. In the end, Husson was stronger for Bill Beardsley's decisions and his tremendous vision. Husson became a university under Bill's skilled leadership, and he moved Husson's academic portfolio to degree granting at the professional doctorate level. President Beardsley also took a chance when he invited me to become an academic dean here at Husson in 2005, and then when he promoted me to the role of provost in 2009 prior to his retirement. When my predecessor, Robert Clark, came to Husson, he brought a fresh perspective of what the university could become. President Clark worked to grow the endowment, led the construction of new buildings like the townhouses, the Wellness Center, and Harold Alfond Hall, and he successfully steered the university through the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Clark and I worked together for 15 years as president and provost. We should never lose sight of the journey that brought us to this point, and I am grateful to know that along the way, Husson's 6 prior presidents faced challenges with dignity and grace and an eye on the mission of educating with character and humility. But we all know that a president of a university isn't the only part of the story of grit, determination, and success. I think back to Clara Swan, who joined Husson's staff in 1939 and continued to serve and support Husson through the rest of her 104 years on earth. A native of Princeton, Maine, Clara was only 1 pound and 1 ounce. She wasn't expected to live. Hers was also a story of fortitude. Beginning in 1939, she taught and served as an administrator. She coached women's basketball, achieving a win-loss record at Husson of 240 to 34-7, including 2 undefeated seasons. She went on to become vice president at Husson, and the Clara Swan Center on campus bears her name. But when I think of Clara, I recall her telling me that one day she hoped I would become the president of Husson, a possibility I hadn't even considered. Clara broke boundaries as a woman who was also an outspoken and strong leader, who was compassionate and beloved. And when I accepted the role of Husson University, I achieved what she made possible. And I cannot wait to see what the women who will come after me will achieve. Husson has grown and thrived with the vision of its leaders and the hard work of its staff and faculty. And as I look out to you today and reflect on the many people for whom I'm fortunate to work with, I'm reminded that it is our collective efforts and responsibility to transform student lives by inspiring and preparing students for professional careers. At Husson, we have a long-standing commitment to extraordinary teaching and experiential learning. Our students learn hands-on in all of our programs in areas of business, legal studies, communications, education, science, health, and technology. And we're also committed to ensuring that a Husson degree remains accessible to all students. Access and affordability are very important. Our careful stewardship of university resources has enabled us to remain one of the lowest-priced private universities in Maine, accredited by the New England Commission of Higher Education. Husson has helped thousands of students benefit from the transformational power of education. And as we move into the new chapter of Husson's history, we are committed to making strategic decisions now that will allow us to continue transforming lives well into the future. This summer, I had the tremendous privilege to meet with all departments across campus to gauge what was going well and what could be improved in the eyes of our employees. Staff spoke about the enhanced collaboration, considering what students encounter when they first arrive on campus, bolstering events, and ensuring that every prospective and current student has the supports they need to be successful. Across those meetings, a few sentiments stood out: optimistic, positive, enthusiastic, proud, excited, and confident. Another thing that was evident in all of those meetings is that students are at the center of what we do. From custodial to enrollment, dining to marketing, students are in the front mind of everyone at Husson, and that is how it should be. We are in the business of educating, and our mission is to prepare students to be career ready when they graduate from our academic programs. Husson University is at a pivotal moment right now. Like many small private institutions, we're faced with unprecedented challenges, including demographic decline amongst high school graduates, the advent of free community college, and the overall change in how people perceive the value of higher education. But across our campus, I also heard numerous ways that Husson can successfully navigate these challenges to ensure a bright future. We are educating students for the careers of tomorrow. with actionable, thoughtful, experiential learning opportunities infused into our academic programs. Husson has already grown beyond its roots here in central and northern Maine, expanding first through the whole state and through greater New England, and now to include students from all 50 states and several countries. We are expanding our national footprint through an array of online programs, and we're doing this while remaining true to our vision and mission of the university. This could not come at a better time in education because forward-thinking programs that we offer are exactly what students today and into the future will need. The good news is that recent reports show that it will continue to be essential to have a college degree, especially in the face of changing technologies, and that we should see even more good jobs available for future Husson graduates. As we move into this new chapter where AI dramatically shifts how society functions, higher education will become more prioritized, and our hallmark of experiential learning will continue to enhance student knowledge. Husson has thrived through the change and challenge because of the leadership of the university could see potential and the possibility in what we do. And as we go forward, it will be with a commitment to meeting the needs of our students in their quest for learning. We will continue to bring quality education that we offer to new audiences through new and advancing modalities. And to thrive, we must be bold in our thinking to leverage our history to write Husson's next chapter. The Husson of tomorrow will have a national footprint. We will bring quality Husson educational opportunities to new audiences while extending and broadening our reach in emerging fields. The Husson of tomorrow will be a leader in educating students across fields, a university committed to academic excellence through experiential learning opportunities that instill knowledge, advance skills, and prepare students to succeed in their communities and in the world. The Husson of tomorrow will develop a pipeline of innovative ideas that encourage the university to think boldly and creatively about its future, while working with industry leaders to drive new partnerships, programs, and technologies. To accomplish these goals, we will need to recommit our focus, energy, and creativity to expand new opportunities, to grow our endowment while prioritizing financial resiliency to ensure our sustainable momentum. We will also need the strong commitment of our community of supporters who help in so many ways to assist the university as it grows, changes, and develops. That includes supporters like Bob O'Keefe and his beloved late wife, Fran, who have given generously over the years to help Husson Athletics build a world-class facility that now supports our softball team. And I am extremely pleased to announce that Bob has recently committed to a $2.18 million estate gift that will ensure his and Fran's legacy at Husson as devoted supporters continues well into the future. These resources will support the President's Priority Fund, create the O'Keefe Softball Endowment, enhance the Bob and Fran O'Keefe Endowed Scholarship, and help capital improvements in our athletic facilities. This generous and forward-thinking gift makes a powerful statement about the future of Husson University, the confidence that our alumni have in Husson, and it will ensure that we can continue to play a vital role in transforming student lives well into the future. Thank you so much, Bob, for your continued investment in Husson and for your confidence in me as the new president. Over the last several months, I've had the pleasure of meeting with many Husson donors and supporters, all of whom are excited about the Husson of tomorrow. May we continue to grow and thrive with their support, for which we are extremely grateful. Husson will prevail into the future by staying laser-focused on our mission and commitment to what really makes this institution special, ensuring that future generations will benefit from a dynamic Husson education. In the words of Chesley Husson, then let us walk together towards the Husson of tomorrow. I am deeply honored to accept the tremendous responsibility of leading this next chapter of Husson's journey, and I am incredibly excited to see what we can accomplish together to strengthen Husson's future as a dynamic 21st century university committed to the success of our students. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you, President Coy-Ogan. As we wrap up this ceremony, let's take a moment to recognize the vital and transformative power of education. Each of us plays an essential role in celebrating Husson students for their curiosity, supporting them on their educational journeys, and preparing them for the workforce that lies ahead. At the heart of our mission is the belief that experiential learning is the most effective way to prepare students for careers. We are dedicated to offering hands-on opportunities through educational journey, and we must also acknowledge the critical challenges higher education is facing currently. This includes market pressures from a declining demographic, widespread concerns about the burden of student debt and other financial constraints that our students face, and the ongoing work and family life balance that they contend with on a daily basis. Together, let us accept the challenge of forging the Husson of tomorrow that President Coy-Ogan spoke of. May we keep our minds and hearts open to change as we continue to prepare students to be career-ready while recognizing the unique possibility and dignity of every student and person in our community and beyond. We have gathered here today to appoint the 7th president of Husson University, sharing many kind regards and hopes for the future. Now we stand at the cusp of a new era in our university's history. And as we look ahead, let us continue that rich heritage. We humbly ask that you share your wisdom, your guidance, your thoughts and support to uplift our new president. She is communicative, collaborative, thoughtful, and an impactful leader who understands the value of many voices and perspectives. Thank you all for coming to the inauguration of President Lynne Coy-Ogan, the first female president and CEO in Husson's 126-year history. Please give her another round of applause. Please remain seated for the academic recession. After exiting, please join us in the G. Pierce Weber Campus Center for a reception. Thank you very much.